Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to our video series, Food with Love. I'm delighted to be here with you again, and we've had some lovely responses and feedback from last week, which we were doing on the easy, quick, nutritious, no-brainer breakfast support that you can give yourself for the whole week by making your own muesli. If anyone would like the ingredients for any of these videos, please message me or just write a response on the Facebook page. And of course, send me your email details and I'll make sure that you get that information. Now today, I gave a little hint yesterday about what we might be doing when I offered you the article on the 10 top healthy foods, one of which is avocado. So we're going to feature avocado today in our Food with Love. Another of the top 10 healthy foods that we're featuring is lemon, beautiful fresh lemon, and garlic. So we've got a beautiful snack, delicious side dish that I am going to introduce you to today. And we're using 3 of the 10 top healthy foods. So this is a pretty awesome snack, this one, and it's absolutely delicious. Of course, guacamole is what it is. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your own guacamole with beautiful, fresh, whole ingredients that you know exactly what you're putting in your bowl and what you're putting in your body. And that's the whole purpose of this series, is to teach you how to make beautifully nutritious, delicious, healthy, whole foods that are so satisfying and so nourishing and actually more economical. So let's begin. Okay, first of all, we're going to prepare our ingredients. So I have a whole avocado here. Very simply, we just cut it around the diameter that way, and you can probably hear Bianca in the background, my cat. She likes to be involved. So if you hear a little noise every now and then, that's Bianca. I don't think she'll come and visit though. I'm taking out the seed, and you know, it's actually possible to sprout these seeds and grow an avocado tree in your own garden if you live in Sydney. We've done this before. We've had a few saplings come up, and one day we might actually let a whole tree grow, Tony. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, so we've got our avocado flesh ready to go into the bowl. I've got my lemon. This came off our tree actually. And I'm going to cut that in half. You notice with your lemons, if you just make a little cut in the flesh, you'll see some juice begins to glisten already. That's actually the essential oil of the lemon. That's coming from the lemon zest, from the lemon's peel. And oh, it's just such a delicious aroma. Now that essential oil is really important in many of the dishes that we cook. And I'm going to use some other essential oil today in this dish. So stay watching. So we've got our avocado ready, we've got our lemon. I'm going to take my garlic. I've got two bulbs here. I'm only going to use one in my guacamole. One big bulb per avocado, I think, is a reasonable quantity. Just in case when I break it, it might not be a perfectly fresh bulb. I've got a second one, I've got a backup. So just pound that bulb, and it's perfect and it's beautiful. So that goes out on my chopping board, ready to be minced. Okay, so simply we start with our lemon. I'm going to prepare some lemon juice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds to get the lemon juice ready. We're going to scrape out the flesh from the avocado. And I learned this expert technique when I was over in Tucson, Arizona a few years ago, attending a wonderful program with Kendall, who was my mentor at that time, Kendall Somerville. And we were staying at this wonderful luxury resort somewhere in Tucson. I think it might have been a Marriott or one of those hotels. And they had a special restaurant that you'd go to, and they actually brought round the guacamole cart. And so when they were standing there with this huge basket of avocados, and the waitress would ask you what you would like in your guacamole, and you could actually customize your guacamole at the table with the fresh avocado and whatever other ingredients you thought you might like to choose. And so, you know, you had every kind of chili, jalapeno, all sorts of ingredients, garlic, of course, various other components could go in there. So what I've done is I've just roughly sliced my avocado there, and I'm going to begin mashing it with the fork. And I've left it very, very coarse and rudimentary here because this is how they did it at the table. And I was sitting there thinking, how on earth is she going to get this lumpy avocado to turn into a beautiful guacamole right here at the table? And actually it does. I've just been mashing it just slightly for a few moments, and you can see that it's already starting to turn into a good mixture. So I'm going to now introduce the lemon juice. So that starts to help break up the avocado a little bit. A good pinch of salt. And I'm also going to chop up my, so what was that, about another 3 or 4 seconds I think it took to just mash up that avocado. Chopping up my garlic. Just take out that little core piece there. Got the bowl in the way, there you go. Cameraman will be back next week. You get much better close-ups, I promise. So chopping away. You can use a garlic crusher. I like to do things by hand. I'm just a bit old-fashioned that way. You can see the lovely juice coming out of the garlic, and it goes into the bowl. Okay, so now just simply with my fork, I'm just continuing to mix that through. And you can see that it's beginning to turn that beautiful rich green colour. And all the lumps in there are getting smaller and smaller. And it's just it's a very easy thing to do. Sometimes they would add, you know, finely chopped shallots, or they might add very, very finely chopped capsicums. There's all sorts of things you can put in this, but I'm just keeping it fairly traditional today. So that's all nicely mixed. And now I might do a couple of special touches. Well, before I do that, I've got the creamy component. Now, traditionally, you'll find sour cream is used. Some people use yogurt. I actually have a different preference, which is this, creme fraiche. And what that is, it's basically a gentler version of sour cream. So it is a cultured cream. So you're still getting the good bacteria, which is another one of our best foods. Anything with the lactobacillus culture is a good culture. And I'm putting a couple of hefty spoonfuls in there. So I've got about that much creme fraiche goes in. It's a little softer than sour cream, not quite as sharp, but you still get, as I say, that beautiful cultured taste. It's not just like using straight cream. So that makes the whole dish even more creamy. So technically, at that point, you have completed making your guacamole. And there it is. However, I'm going to throw in a couple of special touches. So if I just taste this as it is right now, nicely balanced. Lemon, salt, avocado, creaminess, garlic. It's a good balance. A little bit of cayenne pepper adds a slight little bite to it, makes it more interesting. You can mix it through, or if you've finished preparing your bowl, you can sprinkle on top, you know, just for a little decorative effect. I'm going to mix it through. And I mentioned before the aspect of essential oils of the fruit, of the plant, and how incredible they are. I'm actually going to introduce 1 drop of lime. You can also make your whole guacamole with lime instead of lemon. That's another option. Well, I like to make it with lemon, and then I'm going to add 1 drop of this pure essential oil of lime. There's nothing else in it. It's just the distillation of that oil. And it actually has therapeutic properties as well. Whoops, 2 drops went in. It's still going to be delicious. 2 tiny drops goes through your whole bowl. And when you taste this, it just takes it to a whole new level. Now I feel like I'm back in the desert with the traditional guacamole and the lovely corn and maybe a nice fresh margarita on the side. It just feels like that's the place. Really transports you when you have that one slight little extra ingredient. So that's it. That's your beautiful guacamole. You can serve it as a side dish with any of your Mexican type dishes. It goes nicely with salad, bread. You can serve it next to a meat dish if you wanted to. And you can also just use it for general snacking. And what I like to put with it is a corn chip type product that is, again, not overly processed. These are pretty plain, and they do have, the only thing I'm concerned about is it says ingredients: white corn flour, vegetable oil, what kind, we don't know, water and salt. Okay, so they're fairly plain. Not too bad. They're gluten-free. I'm not 100% convinced of them, but I'm quite happy to use them as an easy option. There are other chips that I also get hold of, which are a blue maize, and they have sunflower oil, and that's it. So blue maize, sunflower oil, salt and water. Or if you want to be completely in control of what's going into your body, you make your own cornbread. I also have a beautiful recipe for that, and I might make a video of it pretty soon. If you're interested in the cornbread to go with your beautiful guacamole, just type in the bottom "cornbread please" on my Facebook page, and then I will pay attention to it and I'll make a video for you on that. So there's our guacamole, a beautiful, beautiful treat and snack and nutritious way, tastily, of getting several of your top 10 best healthy foods. So that's the end of this week's Food with Love. I hope you enjoy making guacamole in just 5 or 10 minutes in your own home and enjoy a beautiful, beautiful snack. Until next time, bye.